Hi everyone, welcome back to the Brain Cancer Runner. I'm Paul, and just over a year ago I was diagnosed with brain cancer and astrocytoma grade 2, and today I'm doing the Eltringham cross country, which is the last race in the Harrier League cross country series. I have done every single race this season so far, including the nationals and the northeasterns, so doing all right. Before we get on to that, cancer wise, had a scan last week and I get the results for that on Wednesday coming up. So I haven't got my results yet, but I feel terrible actually. I've started to get headaches in the mornings when I wake up about a month ago, and they're just getting worse and more often. Fatigue wise as well, starting to get a lot more fatigue, so I'm not expecting these results to be very good, to be honest. And I don't know whether that's just, the anxiety you get from having scans and stuff like that, but yeah, starting to not feeling too great. So yeah, that's the cancer side of things. Hopefully my results come through on Wednesday all right. I've always said what will be, so it doesn't really matter. I can't change the fact if it comes back with cancer or not. I'll just be listening to my oncologist and do whatever treatment I get told to do. I already know that I'll probably be a new drug that's on trial. It's been approved by NEHL Scotland just last week or something like that. Maybe it's 2 weeks ago, but kind of irrelevant really. I'll just be doing what I'm told, and what will be. I try to sell myself that, so I don't think the pain and the issues I'm having are due to anxiety and stuff like that, because I do believe that I'm not really bothered. Like I say, what will be. I can't change the facts. And I'm having regular scans. There's nothing else I can do about it. And today we're going to be doing Eltringham cross country. This is brand new. I don't think anyone's ever run it before. It's over towards Prudder, which is the west side of Newcastle. I think it's more Northumberland, to be fair, but yeah, it's over the west side. There used to be cross countries in Prudder, but I don't think there's been one for a good while. This one was on last year, but it was cancelled because of bad weather, and obviously I didn't do it because it would have been 2 or 3 months after surgery, and I didn't start running until April or May, so I haven't done this one ever. I don't think anyone else has. Currently the Polymen are at the top of the table for the League 1. We've never ever won it, and we're currently 6 points clear, I believe, so if we get a good turnout today, we've got a really good chance of winning the cross country in the North East for the first time ever in the club's history, which is like 100 years or something like that. So yeah, really good. I say I've done every single one. I mean, I'm not point scorer for the team, so I don't really count, but it's still really nice to have been to every single race and to potentially win the whole thing as a team. Like, that's going to be a massive achievement for us. Yeah, I'm going to do a recce when I get there. It's lovely weather, as you can probably see. It's about 12 degrees, 13 degrees, something like that. Really nice weather. Probably too hot, because it's been a long while since anybody's ran in this kind of weather. Probably since like last summer, last September or August maybe, since we've ran in hot weather. So that might be a bit of a factor today. Try to take on loads of water, but not too much so you're not peeing every 2 minutes. But hydrating well. Could have probably done with some of that invigorate stuff I hear Max Kelly cracking on about, but I haven't bought any. I haven't bought any gels actually, now that I think about it. Probably should have. Sorry, I'm just looking over my shoulder, waiting for my lift to arrive, waiting for Coach Graham to turn up. But yeah, next time I see you, we'll be out there. I'll do a little recce of the course and see what I'm getting myself into. But it's 10k, 3 laps as always. We'll just try and enjoy it. Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
Going back down again. I go on that. All right.
I have a go on.
First lap.
Yeah, I will be. I was do. Have to. That's really narrow on that first downhill. Enjoy, Graham.
Yeah, it's a very strong.
So what I was just saying there to one of the lads on the starting line was that he was basically saying, you know, go off easy and try not to overdo it, because I was telling him about, like, you know, what I've not been feeling too great recently, and that's always my strategy anyway. To be fair, I always try and take the first lap easy, see how I'm feeling, and then decide whether to pick it up or not. There's two massive hills in this course. Obviously, like I said before, we have never done this before, but I did a little bit of a recce, not much, because obviously with people running on the course before us, the women and the younger kids, we don't really get a chance to run on the course because you're not really allowed to, obviously, because there's people racing on it. So we didn't get to recce the full course, but we got to do enough to realise, like, it's gonna be brutal. Like, it's very hilly. There's a lot of roots, a lot of stones. It's all rutted from cows because it's mostly cow fields. As you can see here, there's quite a few narrow bits. So you spend so much of your time looking down to make sure that your footing's alright so you don't break your ankles. That you just never really got a chance to relax in this one. It was absolutely brutal. As you can see, people are all over the place. There was some big thick bits of mud as well, which I've just ran through, and there's a couple more sections with like bigger than ankle deep mud and rocky bits. And yeah, it was like a proper cross-country course. It was absolutely brutal. Something I'm gonna have to apologise for straight away actually is I only recorded about 10 minutes of the first lap, and then I tried to record the full third lap. And I've been doing that in the past and it seems to work quite well, but because it was so hot today, I had to flip my cap around to like take advantage of the peak, because I normally record with my cap back to front, and I feel like that gives us a more stable shot because the camera's like attached to my forehead and it doesn't really move as much, where when I put it on the peak it like bounces up and down more. But because I changed my cap around and I hadn't checked my camera settings, the last lap there's a lot of it looking at the floor because I'm not really sure what angle, what tilt to put it on. So the footage on that last lap isn't the best, and all I can do obviously is apologise about that. I didn't know about it at the time. I was just trying to get round, and I think I even say during the lap, like, I've got no idea what he's looking at. I don't know if it's too bouncy, you know, and I'll just apologise. I've left the footage in. Like, I toyed with it, just not even putting it in, because I don't know, you'd only get like 10 minutes of the video really, and you wouldn't get to see the course. Not that the footage is very good so you can see the course anyway. Like, this is really nice. Like, obviously you can see most of it, and you can see how bad it is, but there's only about 10 minutes of the first lap. There were 176 metres of elevation in this, which isn't a lot really when you look at like fell races and all those, you know, people doing mad elevations, but it's quite a lot for a cross-country route. And honestly, I think a lot of people had come to the same conclusion that this is the hardest course we've done this year, especially given the heat. But if you'd run this in proper bad weather, it would have been easily worse as well. Like, a lot of the bad ones are put earlier in the season so the weather's a bit nicer. This one was brutal no matter what. Absolute savage course. Like I say, you're looking at your footing constantly, and it just takes concentration pretty much all the way around, and it just wipes you. These thick mud parts, again, people are trying to look for the nicer bits, and it's obviously first lap, so it's really congested. And if you take the I'm just going to plough through it method, which I'm trying to do here, it takes so much energy out of your legs. Absolutely saps you. But anyway, we you know, it was a tough course, really tough. Let's say hardest one we've done this season. There's two big hills. Obviously you don't really get to see them that much because I don't get far enough around the lap on this footage, and the next footage isn't that good, unfortunately. But the first hill, I power walked it all 3 times. The last hill, the second one, I ran it the first and third lap, but I power walked it the second lap. This is absolutely brutal. Really tough day out there, like, but managed to get it done. You know, I've said at the end, like, I'm really proud to have run all Harrier League cross-country races, the North Easterns and the Nationals this year. If you'd have told me a year ago that, you know, I would have been able to do that, I would have laughed at it. Like, it was just not a thing. I wouldn't have expected to do it. So on one hand, like, I'm really happy to be able to get out there and run, and I am, because like, it's a beautiful place to run when you get the chance to actually look up in taking the experience. It's really, really nice. But in the same hand, I'm kind of disappointed in myself that, I'm not improving as much as I want to. I'm not managing to get out and train as hard as I want to because my head's kind of preventing us from training as hard as I would like. I'd love to be pushing and just relaxing and not really caring about it, to be honest, and just running freely. And yeah, so it's frustrating. It's frustrating, but at the same time, I've got to look at the positives and think like, look, it could be so much worse. Like I might not be able to run at all. We'll find out on Wednesday what my results are like, and I might have to go in for chemo, and then I'm not allowed to run. So I've got to take advantage of this now and look at the positives. This happens quite often across country on the first lap where it's so congested. I mean, there was 300 plus runners, and normally everyone waits in the queue and they're dead nice. But the odd person decides.
It's just nails.
There's kind of unwritten rules that you just kind of wait. There's a bit further around where there was a style everyone had to go over, and a lot of people were fairly decent on it. And you just wait, you take your turn. We all get there at the same time. We all get out at the same time. So, and arguably, if you want to be running quicker, then run quicker, get in front of everyone. But yeah, I apologise about the footage. This cross country was absolutely brutal. I believe someone has done the maths, and the Poly have won the Harrier League for the first time ever in our history. So that's really, really nice. And it's nice, even though I'm not a counter, it's nice to have been a part of that for every single race. Like I managed to get out there and give it a go. And I did hear when I was running around actually that there was another team had their 6th place runner just in front of me. So you kind of are making a difference no matter where you are in the pecking order. You're still displacing other teams and pushing them further back, essentially. Which is kind of nice. I mean, look at that view. It's so nice. I've got no idea what that is in the top corner. It's not me hair, I know that for sure. Might be a bit of the cap. And there comes the first medium pack guys coming through. Honestly, absolutely rapid. The medium packs and the fast pack guys. I think the Poly had 5 people in the top 10 of this race, but obviously we brought out a lot of good lads that haven't run this year, so they're coming out with the slow pack with me and just managing to absolutely smash it. I mean, they're bloody good athletes no matter what. Yeah, and you've still got to run it and win it, haven't you? So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on. Like I say, enjoy the footage. I apologise about the third lap, so the next bit of footage that's coming up soon. Apologise, I'm so disappointed with it, but I thought I'd leave it in rather than only giving you half a lap to watch. Even though the footage isn't very good, you still get a sense of how thick the mud is. There's bridges in there we had to cross which were single file. I think we still catch that in this clip. 2 massive nasty hills. Just the amount of effort it takes to run these events, it's absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. So yeah, enjoy the footage. Apologies, it's not really great. And my next race will be North Tyneside 10k. So hopefully I can capture that footage really well. And it just, I don't normally wear my cap the other way around, so I'm just not used to what setting it needs to go on, but it was just so bloody hot I had to change it. Yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. If you've been watching all the cross country series, I hope you've enjoyed it. I've done as many as I can, and I put as much effort in as I can. Obviously, I'm not as fit as I used to be, but we're still out there, we're still trying, we're still pushing, and hopefully my next video will have the results from Wednesday in. I might be at training on Tuesday, so it might not, but we'll see what happens when I'm editing it. And yeah, thanks very much for watching the videos. Really appreciate all the views and the comments, and I hope that someone gets something out of this, whether he's got illnesses or not. I really appreciate it all anyway. Yeah, thanks very much, guys.
Well done. Single file on the tight corner, steps, and a single file break. Easy on the corner for your steps, single file over the bridge. Well done, gents. Single file over the bridge, Jen. Nice.
Thanks, lads. Take it easy.
Sprint. It's maybe because they've only got to do it twice. Got a lot of catch up, haven't they? Right, third lap. Absolutely knackered. I've had to walk the hills, but that's fine. We get it done. Hopefully I can record the full lap. A lot of thick mud, a lot of roots, a lot of ducking trees, and 2 corking hills. Cheers, mate. Wish I've had to walk. We're still going. Last lap of the last cross country of the season. And I've run every lap so far, so, well, completed every lap. Thank you. That lady's been mint. Thank you.
Last one.
Just pal. Thanks, ladies. Thank you. What, downhill? Is this downhill, is it? Suppose he's right. You even know it's downhill when you're looking at the mud and the roots. Thank you. Thanks, mate. Thank you. Apologies if camera's bouncing around. I've had to put it on my peak because of the sun. This is too hot. And I normally wear it on the back of my cap. I wear my cap backwards, but it's just too hot. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Oh. It's actually a really nice view if you weren't dying.
Nice on the table pass.
This is a lovely place to run, really.
First kilometres of this race really, really fun. Then you have to come back.
Well,
Sort of it.
last half a lap of the last cross country of the season. Thank you. And I've got no idea if the camera's pointing down too much. I'm trying to check my footing. There's so many potholes and roots. Well, I say I normally wear it on the back of my cap, so no idea. That's not my worry at the minute. We're at 8k. 2 left to go, maybe, ish. Thank you. Thank you.
Stay safe on the bridge.
Cheers, guy.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. One time, Bridge.
Thank you.
Well done.
And that's the time. Cheers, mate. Believe it or not, the headache has only just started. 50 minutes. What's that, 8.5k? Excuse me. Well done, mate. You too, bud. Yeah. Headache, so I'm gonna have to power walk. That's fine. From the gate. Oh, fuck. Oh. Ah. Right, last bit. Oh, fuck. Cheers. Thanks. Right. Let's try and jog this hill at the least. I ran in the first lap. I power walked at the second. Let's try and jog it from here. Wonder if you get a sense of incline. I believe it's set on wide angled, so maybe not.